Hello and welcome. You're watching Express News with me, Deepika. In the next half an hour, we will get you all the latest news and updates from the country and the world in just 30 minutes. Let's begin. Campaigning gains momentum for the forthcoming parliamentary elections in India as Prime Minister Narendra Modi now holds a massive roadshow in the southern state of Kerala today. Prime Minister also addressed a public meeting in Salem. Prime Minister said that India Alliance people repeatedly and deliberately insult Hinduism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the DMK and Congress are two sides of the same coin. He also said that in Tamil Nadu, DMK is running its own 5G, one family's fifth generation to have control over Tamil Nadu. Congress Working Committee met today at the AICC headquarters in New Delhi. The CWC has prepared a roadmap for taking party's guarantees to grassroots. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said that Congress workers will take their manifesto to every household. Former Ambassador of India to the United States, Taranjeet Singh Sandhu, joined the BJP at party headquarters in New Delhi today. Jharkhand MLA Sita Soren also joins BJP at party headquarters in New Delhi after resigning from Jharkhand Mukti Morcha MLA position. Soren resigned from party, citing allegations of being sidelined along with her family. Maharashtra Navnirman Sena Chief Raj Thackeray met Union Home Minister Amit Shah in the national capital over seat sharing in Lok Sabha elections 2024. Bharatiya Janata Party has allotted 10 seats in the upcoming 2024 Lok Sabha polls to the Patali Makal Kachi in Tamil Nadu. Rashtriya Lok Janshakti Party Chief Pashupati Kumar Paras resigned from the Union Cabinet position after his party was not given a single seat in the NDA coalition for Bihar. Supreme Court has asked Election Commission of India to reserve the man-blowing Todha symbol for the Sharad Pawar faction of Nationalist Congress Party. Supreme Court further directed the Ajit Pawar faction of the NCP to issue a public notice saying NCP's clock symbol is sub judice and its use is subject to education. The AIA-DMK's General Secretary Edapadi K. Palaniswamy will launch his election campaign in Tiruchi from the 24th of March onwards. Election Commission appoints IPS 1989 Sanjay Mukherjee as the new DGP of West Bengal. India's External Affairs Ministry on Tuesday termed China's recent claims on Arunachal Pradesh as absurd, saying that the state is and will always be an integral and inalienable part of India. In Haryana, first cabinet expansion took place. 13 ministers took oath. BJP leaders Dr. Kamal Gupta and Seema Trikha took charge as ministers in the Haryana cabinet. The Rouse Avenue Court on Tuesday morning extended Aam Aadmi Party leader Manish Sisodia's judicial custody until the 6th of April. This move comes following his appearance in the money laundering case filed by the Enforcement Directorate. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has been honoured with the Litit Central University of Punjab, Bhatinda, by former President of India Ramnath Kovind. The third International Conference on Defence and Security began in New Delhi today. The two-day event is being organised collaboratively by the Ministry for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises and PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry. ISRO has received the Aviation Week Laureates Award in Washington, D.C. The award recognized ISRO's extraordinary achievements in aerospace industry. The award also noted Chandrayaan-3's landing at the lunar South Pole. India's Central Reserve Police Force is celebrating its Raising Day. It comes under Home Affairs Ministry of Indian Government. Coming into existence in 1939, it became the Central Reserve Police Force on the enactment of the CRPF Act on the 28th of December in 1949. Indian benchmark indices ended in red. Sensex tanked 736 points to end at 72,012. Nifty slumps 238 points to settle at 21,817. Indian rupee declined 14 paise to settle at 83.04 provisionally against the US dollar. Gold futures maturing on the 5th of April stood at 65,591 rupees per 10 grams on Multi-Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on the 3rd of May stood at 75,200 rupees per kilogram on the MCX. The European Union is preparing to levy tariffs on grain imports from Russia and Belarus to placate farmers and some member states. The European Commission is in coming days expected to impose a duty of $103.26 US per ton on cereals. Australia's online safety regulator has put social media giants Google, Meta, X, WhatsApp, Telegram on notice, requiring them to explain what they are doing to protect people from violent extremists and terrorism. Meta platform's Meta.o has offered to almost half its monthly subscription fee for Facebook and Instagram to €5.99 from €9.99 following discussions with privacy regulators in Europe. The Bank of Japan ended 8 years of negative interest rates and other remnants of its unorthodox policy, making a historic shift away from a focus of reflecting growth with decades of massive monetary stimulus. Artificial intelligence powerhouse NVIDIA unveiled a flagship AI chip named Blackwell P200. The new chip takes two chips the size of NVIDIA's previous offering and binds it together into a single chip. The U.S. State Department said that Secretary of State Antony Blinken will make a visit to the West Asia this week as Washington pushes for a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said his upcoming trip to the Middle East had several aims, including reaching a ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas and also securing the release of hostages. Qatar said it is cautiously optimistic about the Gaza ceasefire talks, and the next major objective of the ceasefire negotiations will be to send a counter-proposal to Hamas. The French ambassador to the UN said that the Security Council cannot continue to procrastinate an end to the conflict in Gaza. Britain's Deputy Prime Minister defended Israel's right to protect itself amid growing tension between the West Asia country and its biggest backers, but also called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza on humanitarian grounds. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said in a video statement that he discussed latest developments in Gaza conflict with the U.S. President. U.S. President Joe Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu agreed that teams from both the sides would meet in Washington to discuss military operation in Rafah. Israel said its troops raided the compound of Gaza's Al-Shifa hospital and killed over 20 terrorists. Commenting on a visit by NATO head Jens Stoltenberg to the South Caucasus region, Russia said that the bloc's efforts to expand its presence in the area were unlikely to help bring stability. Russia said around 9,000 children will be evacuated from the Russian city of Belgorod and from several other districts due to Ukrainian shelling, with first group of 1,200 children to be evacuated on Friday. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin told a meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group that Russian President Vladimir Putin will not stop at Ukraine and called on participants to keep providing Kyiv with weapons. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius said that the Ukraine Defense Contact Group meeting at the U.S. Ramstein Air Base in Germany will be announcing a new ammunition package for Kyiv. Japanese Foreign Minister Yoko Kamikawa condemned the supply of weapons from North Korea to Russia. North Korea state media said Kim Jong-un oversaw firing drills by artillery units in the western region involving super-large multiple rocket launchers. The U.S. Supreme Court denied a request by Donald Trump's former aide Peter Navarro to avoid prison while he appeals his contempt of Congress conviction for defying a subpoena from a panel that investigated the 2021 Capitol attack. President Joe Biden signed a new executive order that expands U.S. government research on women's health while pledging $200 million next year to better understand issues including sexual and reproductive conditions. The United States said it was not behind the protests that erupted in Cuba amid power cuts and food shortages, and that the accusation that Washington was plotting them is absurd. The United States and Japan proposed a UN Security Council resolution stressing that nations should comply with the treaty that bars putting nuclear weapons in space. Former U.S. President Barack Obama departed 10 Downing Street on Monday after the unannounced visit to the British Prime Minister's residence. More than 10 bodies were removed from the affluent neighborhood of Ville on the outskirts of the Haitian capital as tensions continue to simmer pending the announcement of the new government. Dominican Republic security on their northwestern border with Haiti remained high as violence is still on the rise in the Caribbean nation. Dominican soldiers guarded as Haitians queued to enter the country. The U.S. said that Haitian stakeholders are very close to finalizing membership to the Haitian Transitional Council and remain in active discussions with the leaders of Caribbean community CARICOM. Hong Kong passed a new national security law that is set to be applicable from the 23rd of March and aims to update or create new laws and penalties to prevent treason, sabotage, sedition with up to life imprisonment. Polish Defence Minister announced that Polish and German battle groups will join Europe's Rapid Reaction Forces in July as part of the European Union's Strategic Compass Plan. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan said that Armenia may face a war with Azerbaijan if it does not compromise with Baku on returning some strategic Azerbaijani territories. Myanmar's military junta is expected to hold an auction on Wednesday of a lakeside house where former leader Aung San Suu Kyi spent 15 years under house arrest. The bid is set to start at $90 million. Japan and representatives of 14 Pacific Island nations met for a two-day defense dialogue in Tokyo. Observers from Australia, the US and Canada were also present. The Philippines Foreign Minister at a press briefing alongside Antony Blinken said that the challenge ahead was how to sustain and further elevate relationship between Philippines and the United States. According to Switzerland's IQ Air data published, Pakistan, Bangladesh and India remain the world's three most smoggiest countries in 2023. Southern Peru struggled with mudslides, inundated streets, homes, schools as torrential rains wreaked havoc, destroying 75 houses in the town of Ulca. An airplane passenger filmed an Iceland volcano erupting with lava flowing and thick smoke rising into the sky, illuminating an orange hue. Regional Conference on Rainwater Harvesting and Management started in Kathmandu, where South Asian countries have gathered to share interdisciplinary exchange of best practices, research, innovation and policy intervention required for rainwater harvesting. Kate, Britain's Princess of Wales, was shown looking fit and healthy in a front-page screenshot of the first video taken of her since she underwent surgery 2 months ago. Tennis icons and locals were seen playing with homeless animals at a not-for-profit organization in Miami, shining a light on the importance of pet adoption. An ocean exploration and technology company called Deep hopes to start a new era of continuous underwater presence with a 3D printed habitat for scientists to study the world's oceans. Iranians will celebrate Nowruz, the Persian New Year, today with wishes for peace, prosperity and happiness. Ramadan festivities are in full force in UAE with twinkling lights, crescent-shaped decorations and the traditional cannon firing marking the end of the day's fast. Several lily gardeners in Vietnam's Lam Dong province have diversified the types and colors of lilies they grow with over 10 varieties of lilies, each with different color. The Ocean Viking vessel arrived at the port of Ancona in Italy after a journey of 1,450 kilometers and carrying out 4 rescue operations at sea and carrying 336 migrants aboard. The Buddhist Yatra concluded its journey at the Ramgram Stupa in Nepal's West Naval Parasi. A group of 1,250 monks also completed their pilgrimage at the sacred site. In Egypt, children reused waste material and turned them to traditional lanterns for the Ramadan decorations. Initiative is being taken to spread awareness about recycling. This Egyptian environmental initiative called Zibala sells decor products from recycled waste. Luxury and vintage cars, motorcycles were at display in the Surat International Auto Expo 2024. The commercial vehicle giants include Tata Motors and Ashok Leyland displaying their range of vehicles. Several national and international brands also participated in the 4-day event. Hundreds of revelers indulged in playful fight to celebrate Greek festival as they celebrate the old carnival tradition in Greece by throwing tons of tinted cooking flour on each other. The annual event marks the end of the carnival season. The tradition is believed to have evolved from the 19th century. Banksy, the London-based street artist, confirmed that an artwork that appeared in a park in North London is his creation. It shows green paint sprayed on a wall behind a cut-back tree to look like foliage, with a stencil of a person holding a sprayer next to it. Britain's Royal Mint launches new Star Wars Millennium Falcon coin. The Starship is the first in the new 4-coin series dedicated to the Star Wars franchise's iconic vehicles. The Royal Mint to also launch its first billion bars inspired by the Star Wars galaxy in time for Star Wars Day on the 4th of May. The CONMEBOL reopened its South American Soccer Museum on Monday in Paraguay. The new museum that was originally opened in the year 2009 is dedicated to the history of the sport in the region. One of the museum's main attractions are a set of statues of soccer superstar Diego Armando Maradona, Pelé and Lionel Messi. The trailer of The Defective Detectives was launched today, produced by Rajiv Kumar Saha, co-produced by Sejal Painter and Mangesh Jagtap. The film will be now released on the 5th of April. Starring actor John Abraham, Nikhil Advani, Veda teaser was released. The action drama will be out on the 12th of July. Telugu superstar NTR Jr., who is known for his role of Kumaram Bheem in RRR, is currently in Goa to commence shooting for the next phase of his upcoming film called Devara Part 1. Singer-rapper Badshah has released his 3rd studio album called Ek Tha Raja. The first track of Badshah's new album is set to be dropped on the 20th of February. Artist Fahim Abdullah has unveiled his new song Wow from the album Lost Found in collaboration with Kashmiri artist Yawar Abdal. Jimmy Kimmel's production company Kimmelot is gearing up for a venture with Hulu titled High Hopes in collaboration with ITV America. The show will make its debut on the 20th of April. Mr. Beast's Beast Games, a reality show to offer record-breaking $5 million prize money. The renowned YouTuber known for his extravagant giveaways is now venturing into reality TV with Beast Games, slated to air on OTT platform Amazon Prime. Netflix unveiled the trailer of Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scaregiver, continuing the saga of Korra and the rebels against the Motherworld. Bill to voice the Cat in the Hat for upcoming Warner Bros. Animated adaptation. Bill is all set to voice the iconic titular character. The movie will hit the theatres on the 6th of March 2026. OTT platform Netflix released the trailer for their upcoming film called Scoop that tells the story of the 2019 BBC TV interview with Britain's Prince Andrew. Cricket Australia on Tuesday announced the postponement of the three-match men's T20I series against Afghanistan that was scheduled to take place in August this year. Bangladesh beat Sri Lanka by 4 wickets in the third ODI and sealed a 2-1 victory on Monday. Lucknow Super Giants captain KL Rahul is all set to play for his franchisee from its opening IPL game after getting all clear from the National Cricket Academy, but he's been advised against wicket-keeping in the first few games. Islamabad United won the 9th edition of Pakistan Super League after beating Multan Sultans with the last ball boundary in a thrilling finale on Monday. English Premier League side Nottingham Forest becomes the second Premier League club to be deducted points for breaching profitability and sustainability rules, plunging the team into the Premier League's relegation zone. FIFA President Infantino on Monday said violence in the Turkish Super League is unacceptable as he called on the authorities to take action following a brawl after Fenerbahce's 3-2 victory at Trabzonspor. Real Madrid on Monday filed a complaint against the referee who handled their game at Osasuna on Saturday for not including alleged racist insults aimed at their forward Vinicius Jr. in his match report. Argentinian Football Association on Monday ruled out their captain Lionel Messi from this month's friendlies in the United States due to a hamstring injury. Former Brazil and AC Milan striker Rubinho is due in a Brazilian court on Wednesday, where it will be decided if he should serve in his home country a 9-year jail term imposed by an Italian court for a rape conviction. Professional boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. on Monday said he's eager to participate in an exhibition fight in India this year, and the possibility of an opponent from the host nation cannot be ruled out. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere, keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.